everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, I have created this WhatsApp chatbot which has automated all my WhatsApp conversation, and as I receive a new lead through this conversation, this lead is automatically created in my Salesforce account. We are going to test this once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'll send a message like, so here I have sent this message, hi, I have an inquiry, and it has immediately sent me this message. So if I open this flow, you can see that this is the first message which I have created. Hi, welcome to my company. I'm here to help you with your inquiry, and these are the three boxes. If I open my WhatsApp, this is the same message which I have received. If I go with this new inquiry, it is going to ask me few questions. So here it is asking me to help our team reach you faster, please share your full name. I'm going to enter my full name here, and then it will ask me about my email address, and here it is. So I will enter my email address now. I'm going to send this message, and then it has sent this message of phone number. So I'm going to enter my phone number. I'm going to send this message. Here, as soon as I send these details, it has sent me this message. Your details have been successfully submitted. Our team will contact you shortly. Now, this is the conversation. But as soon as I have submitted my details, this lead has been created in my Salesforce account. So if I open my Salesforce account, I'm going to refresh this page once. And here it is. Under this recent items, we can see that we have created this lead. So if I open this, you can see the name is same. The mobile number is this 9090. Then the company is Pabbly, status is open not contacted. Then the lead source is web, and the email address which we entered was shrup@pabblydudes.com. So as I've sent the details in this conversation, a lead is created, and this is how my chatbot is working, which I have created using Pabbly Chatflow. Now, if you also want to learn how you can create this amazing chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, let's start creating this from the beginning. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send the WhatsApp conversation as a Salesforce lead using Pabbly Chatflow. So we have created this chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, and to visit Pabbly Chatflow, you simply have to write www.pabbly.com/chatflow in the browser. And after browsing the website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Chatflow account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 credits free on monthly basis. You can use these 100 credits and check whether it fits your business or not, and when you feel ready to upgrade, you can use this code SHUPPC to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly purchase. Now here, as I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'll click on this Pabbly Chatflow, access now. Here it has taken me towards this dashboard. You can see the credit allotted, credit consumed, credit remaining, and the WhatsApp number added. To add your WhatsApp number to your Pabbly Chatflow account, simply click on this add WhatsApp number. Use this WhatsApp Connect, which is the preferred method, or you can use a manual token to connect your WhatsApp to your Pabbly Chatflow account. Now, if you want to know the step-by-step process of how you can connect your WhatsApp to your Pabbly Chatflow account, the link of this is available in the description. You can check that out. Also, on the left-hand side, we have all these features, and we have created a dedicated and detailed video on all of these features, the link to which is available in the description. You can check that out. Now, to create this chatbot, we have to go towards this flow on the left-hand side. So we are going to open this flows next. Here we have landed towards this flow builder. You can see the total flows, active flows, inactive flows. To create a new flow, you simply have to click on this add flow button, and we are landed towards this page. Now from here, we are going to start creating this WhatsApp chatbot. But first, let's name this to Auto-Sync Chatbot Conversation to Salesforce CRM. And now I'm going to select the trigger. Now in this box, using this trigger only, I'm going to activate or trigger my WhatsApp chatbot, such that whenever a user sends me any message, the WhatsApp chatbot gets triggered and reply to that messages. In this trigger event, I have all these trigger events like the keyword regex match, user start conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated, and tags assigned. So over here, I'm going to select it as keyword regex match. You can select this according to your choice and preference, and as I select this, I have to enter the keyword or the regex. Now regex is like a smart search tool which helps our chatbot identify different patterns of words and variables. Here, keywords are simply those particular words using which my chatbot is going to get triggered. You can enter keyword, you can enter regex, or you can use both. Here I'm going to enter the keyword as hi, press enter. I'm going to enter inquiry inquiry, press enter. If you want, you can enter the regex also. So you can use this particular pattern, and whenever a user sends any message, it is not needed that they have sent this particular keyword only. Based on any message, this chatbot is going to get triggered. So here I have entered the keyword and the regex. I have selected my trigger event. Now I have to send the message. So if I open my WhatsApp, I have sent this, hi, I have an inquiry, and then this message was sent to me. So how I was able to send this message? For that, I have simply clicked on the circle, drag and drop the circle, and then selected the content type. In this drop down, you can see all the content types which I have: text button, media, list, single product, multi-product, single AI message, template, and the WhatsApp pay. This is made for the payment. This is the pre-designed message format. This is AI generated message. We have the single product and multi-product when you want to send that. We have the option of list. So if I open my WhatsApp over here, you can see the buttons. Now if you want to provide more messages, more options to your customers, you can use this list option. We have the media. When you want to send the image, audio, video, file, or the document, you can use this media. And when you want to send simple message like this, you can use this text plus button. I'm going to enter the text like this. So here I have entered, hi, welcome to my company. I'm here to help with your query and connect you with our team. How can I assist you today? And then I'm going to enter the buttons simply by clicking on this add button. So we can add only 3 buttons. If you want to provide more options, what you can use the list option. So here I'm going to enter the first button as new inquiry, second as existing customers. The third is talk to sales. Now I'm going to provide the messages to each of these buttons such that whenever someone click on any of the buttons, like I've clicked on this new inquiry, the next message is sent to them. So here first I'm going to create the message for this first button on the top. Now over here, when you are sending a simple message, you have to use this text. But when you are asking the question, you have to use another feature. Now on the left hand side, we are done with understanding these messages. We have another option of these actions. So condition, branch or flow. Then we can ask the address, location, question, media to be uploaded by the customer or the user. We can set the custom field. We can add the tag to this user. We can send this data from our chats to our Google Sheets or to another CRM like we have done over here in the Salesforce. And I've shown you this while demonstrating the real-time example. Before we start creating this video, then we have this single AI message, which is AI generated messages. Assign AI assistant. You have to create the AI assistant. You can create the flow and then you can assign this AI assistant to this particular flow, and the AI will handle the rest of the inquiries. Then we have the delay. If you want to send the messages or any reminder, you can use this feature and then you can connect one flow to another flow. So here I want to ask the question. I'm going to drag and drop this ask question and build the connection between the circle and write the message as this. So here I have entered, to help our team reach you faster, please share your details, and user input as full name. Now we have this very important field of contact custom field. So this field is very important whenever we are asking the question. So I'm going to select the contact custom field as full name, and then this field is also important, which is format. I'm going to select the text as format. If you do not select this format and you simply select the contact custom field and write the question, your answer is not going to get saved. And the purpose is to save the answer so that we can use these answers or the details later to send it to our team or to add that to Google Sheets or to other CRM. So here I have asked this question. Now for this contact custom field, on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I have the settings where I have this contact custom fields. I'm going to open this in a new tab, but if you are opening another feature in the same tab, please make sure that you save this flow. If you do not save the flow, all these messages will be lost. So here I'm going to open this in a new tab. We have landed towards this contact custom field. You can see so many contact custom fields which I have created. To create a new contact custom field, you simply have to click on this add more field. You have to name this field and then you simply have to save this. In this manner, you will be able to create the contact custom field which you will be able to use for your questions. I am going to first delete this. Now here I have created the contact custom field for the full name. So this is the contact custom field which I have created. So if I copy this particular contact custom field and paste it to my message, you will find that I will be able to create personalized messages. So this dollar create personalized messages. I'm going to remove this for now. So now to ask the question and save the details, it is very important that you create the contact custom field, select the format. I'm going to create the rest of the questions also, like email address and phone. But first I'm going to show you how you can also create a normal message. So I have asked the question here. We have another button of this talk to sales. So for this I'm going to drag and drop this and select the content type as text button, where I'm going to enter the message as, your request has been shared with our sales team. They'll get back to you shortly, for this talk to sales button. Now, whenever someone click on this particular button, this message is going to send to them directly. Now here I'm going to first complete this entire flow, and then we are going to move on further with completely understanding this entire flow. Let me complete all the buttons and messages now. So here I have completed this bot. We have created these questions. We have created the messages till here. Then I added further question, the same question box where I added the email address, selected the contact custom field as email address, selected the format as email, then the phone number, entered the message, selected the contact custom field as contact number and the format as any. After this, I have sent this details with the help of this API request feature to my Salesforce, and then I finally send this message. Now what I've done, I've simply drag and drop this API request box. I've clicked on this webhook URL, and then this box appeared in front of me where I selected the request method as post, and then I have to enter the webhook URL. Now how to get this webhook URL? If I open my Pabbly Connect, we have to open the Pabbly Connect from all Pabbly apps page. We have to select our workflow builder, and then we have to select the folder, after which we simply have to click on this create. As soon as we click on create, this box has appeared where we need to enter the trigger application, where we are going to search for webhook by Pabbly. And in the trigger event, we are going to select it as catch webhook and then click on connect. Now this is the webhook URL which we are going to use. We have to copy this and paste that over here. Now as we do that, we have to add the fields. So the first question was name, second was email, third was phone. I wrote like this all the fields and then selected the contact custom field which I have created for all these fields, which I have selected in these particular boxes where I've shown you. After which I've clicked on this test. So if I open this box over here, in this manner, I have selected the contact custom field, and then as I click on this test, a box appeared in front of me where I need to enter some dummy details of this full name, email and contact number. As I clicked on this test and as I entered the details were sent to this workflow. Now as I received the details, I selected my action application as text formatter by Pabbly and Salesforce. So I'm going to open the workflow in front of you. So this is the workflow which I have created. Here, as soon as I have received the data, if I scroll down here, I have received the data from the test data which I have sent after clicking on this test. And then I took text formatter by Pabbly where I separated the first name with the last name because I have to map that to my Salesforce action step. This is a very simple Pabbly Connect integration. I have simply built connection between webhook by Pabbly text formatter so as to separate the first name with the last name, and finally took my action application as Salesforce and mapped all the details which I have sent from here. Now after creating this, I have clicked on the save. Please do not forget to click on the save. If you do not do this, all this will be lost and your contacts will not be sent to Salesforce. So here, this was it. So we have learned how to create this workflow, build the connection, and then enter the webhook URL in this API request and send the data from this chatbot to the CRM, and finally send this text button message. Now for the rest of the buttons, if the customer is existing customer, I am asking them, please enter your register email or phone number. This is the very general questions and the messages which I have created. After this, a personalized message will be sent, and here I have entered dollar full name with the help of which a personalized message will be sent. I have added over here also, and then the last one was this, a message for this talk to sales which we have just created. So we have completed this flow. Please do not forget to toggle on this button. If you do not toggle this on, the messages won't be sent, and then you save this. If you do not save this, all this will be lost. Also make sure that if you are opening anything in a new tab, you save this particular flow. Now we are going to test this for the one last time. I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to send this message. Hi, I have some inquiries, and it has instantly sent this message. Hi, welcome to my company. I'm here to help you with your inquiry and connect with our team. So if I go with this new inquiry, it is going to ask me another question like my name. So I'm going to send my name, and then it is asking me my email address. I'm going to send this as my email address, shrup12@pabblytuge.com, and then I'll enter my phone number 767676, and it is going to send me the last message. You see that I have received a personalized message. Your details have been successfully submitted, Shubhavasti. Our team will contact you shortly. So this flow which we have created is working fine. Now let me open my Salesforce and check whether this lead is created there or not. So I'm going to go towards the leads. I'm going to refresh this once. So here we have created this lead. I'm going to open this. Under the recent items, we can see this. So the phone number was this 7676. The email address was shrup12@pabblytuge.com. The name was Shrup Avasti, and the rest of the details I've added while creating this workflow. So this is how my chatbot is working. And now if you have any queries, you can comment down this video below. Before you go, if you plan to upgrade, do not forget to use the code SHRUPPC to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly purchase. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. And you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting WhatsApp chatbots. Thanks for watching.
Not only this chatbot, you can create multiple such chatbots with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the website given over here. Also, you can try Pabbly Chatflow for 100% free and create your own WhatsApp chatbot.